Hello and welcome back. Sorry for that. It's all fluffy as usual. I'm working on various projects at the moment for this channel, but because I don't like to keep you waiting, I thought I'd put some content. You had to excuse my tripod. It's shaky because well, I was going to put it on the table, but the problem is I'm too far away, and plus it's not I can't sit comfortably. You know what I mean? So whilst in between working those, and do you know what? Sod it. It's annoying because I'm pretty sure when I got this stand, because it's a selfie stick tripod thingy, I pretty much thought, you know, or sworn that it was face level, but anyway. Well, I don't remember my table being that far back, but anyway. So, so whilst, you know, whilst I don't want to keep you waiting, and I don't want the channel to go quiet, so this is, so I thought I'd pay a trip to spicy horror. This is 5 scary ghost videos, or sorry, warning, do not watch this scary video, 5 scary ghost videos alone at night. So, without further ado, let's do this. And I apologise if I seem a bit not with it, because well, let's just say at work I had an accident. Well, let's just say I got basically some moron decided it would be clever to put cigarette prices on a sign that detaches, even though you got magnets to take it off. But anyway, the main sign bit, anyway. Not the main sign, sorry. The plastic bit that holds the prices in is magnetically connected to the thing. But yeah, let's just say the thing wasn't in properly. And imagine something the size of a tablet, for example, well, bigger than a tablet actually. A laptop just underneath that size. Imagine that, but made of metal, quite heavy. Came down and hit me straight on the skull, and that night I got a very small bump still there. It was a bit sore, but yeah, in a matter of seconds I had a massive bump on it. Luckily, well, whereas touch wood, there's nothing unseen damage, but because I looked on the internet, I should be, you know, technically I should be alright, because usually if it's really a bad concussion, you'll have blood coming out your ears and nose, whatever. But it did say, you know, to have some rest and not doing stressful. So which I have been avoiding doing. So, you know, doing stressful things. So, but if I don't seem a bit, you know, then it's because I am recovering from a concussion. Okay. So anyway, without further ado, let's do this.
To be completely honest with you, I didn't find a name that really fit my son. And so for the next video, I also couldn't find one. So let me start up with a question first. We are in a test here that will determine whether you are eligible to be married or not. Have you seen a video of someone who was lying on his bed while recording paranormal activity happening right in front of him, exactly in the closet? Now you might be wondering, what does that have to do with my marriage eligibility? And I asked the girl I wanted to marry the same question, but she didn't answer. But since I told her that yes, I had seen the video, she followed up with yet another tricky question. Which was, have you seen the guy who encounters so-called jinn figures in his house and shop, in which these two places are connected? So I told her, have you seen your head between your hands? And the rest is history. Now before you jump to conclusions and say that these are irrelevant questions, here is some truth that your parents won't dare to tell you. This guy we are talking about is next. And the closet incident, along with the jinn encounters, will also be presented. So while Frank was giving us a trip around his area, not his private area.
Yeah. It's alright. It's not due to my injury. My injury is about here. But it's just weird. My skull's been... It's not broken, but... Well, touch wood. But, that's because of me frowning. It's alright.
I mean his property. He encountered a black figure waiting for him right beside the couch. So what did he do? Did he shoot it? He is not American, so he ended up running towards him. During that, he...
Like, basically, that area does feel weird, but that's because there's a bit of swelling, obviously, and that sort of... If you bang your head really hard, I mean, well, there's a difference between being... It was like being hit... Basically, it was being hit on the head with a small hammer, basically. Yes. So, yeah, but it just still feels a bit weird there, but I think it's also because I'm aware something's hit. You know that thing, if I do this on your arm with my knuckle, you'll feel it. You know what I mean? So it's like your brain's like going, something happened there, and the thing is, you're aware of it as well. It's a weird feeling, but...
Disappeared. Not Frank. The figure disappeared. Also his wife, Frank's wife, she is the same as her husband. Not that she has a dick of some sort. I meant she also gave us a trip around the house, in which she encountered a figure. Even their son sees these fellas.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Do you see what I see? Someone staring upon him. That wasn't a shadow bastard, though. That looked like a grudge bitch.
¿Qué onda? ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué está pasando? No hay nada que ver. En el baño. Les juro que escucho voces. No sé qué onda. Ese ruido no sé de dónde venga. No sé de dónde venga. Ay, Dios mío. Dios mío, Dios mío. ¿Qué es eso? 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 Me caigo, me caigo. ¿Qué es eso? 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 Ay, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué está pasando? No hay nada.
What was that? I haven't said this very often, but I will say it again in this video. Now, what is it with people walk around their house with no lights on? If you think your house is haunted, if I think my house is haunted, there's no way in hell that I'd walk around in the dark. You know what I mean?
Quise ver una sombra. Juro que quise ver una sombra. De verdad quise ver una sombra. No sé qué está pasando.
¿Qué pasó, hijo? ¿Quién está ahí? ¿Dónde, hijo? ¿Ahí? ¿Ahí dónde? ¿Quién está? ¿El niño? ¿El niño? ¿La señora? ¿Ahí?
Ugh. Is it La Llorona in Mexico? The crying woman? Oh, God, I got indigestion. It's like their equivalent of the grudge bitch, but, you know.
¿Ahora dónde? No inventes, no te pases.
That kid's Rambo in it, though.
No te pases, eso no estaba aquí. Aquí. Esto, la carriolita de la niña, eso no estaba aquí. Tengan de juguetes, mis hijos. Los únicos, pues, juguetes que tengo. Ay, canijo. Y es que también no sé si sea aquí en el baño. Se está escuchando.
Looks like, oh, what's wrong with my bloody... Dude, my arm is playing up. It's, what's it? It's... There's black veils at funerals. That's what it reminds you of.
La cocina incluso. Pero sí me saca muchísimo susto porque la verdad después estoy sola. Ay, Dios mío santo, no manches, no manches. Ahí está la mona, pero lo que no manches, no. El refrigerador está abierto. Ay, Dios mío, ¿qué habrá atrás del refri? Ay, no manches. Ay, por un momento me asusté. Pero ves, son los...
Buenas noches, amigos. Me tocaron la puerta. Este carrito estaba en el sillón, se cayó. Como saben, me duermo a veces en la sala, pues porque me siento nervioso. No hay nadie aquí afuera. También he prendido la luz, pues para sentirme un poquito más seguro.
Okay, he's got lights on there. Oh, it's
Escuchan
daytime.
ruidos. Se ha escuchado murmullos aquí en el baño. No sé si será de aquí. Como pueden ver, está vacío. Vénganse por acá. Vamos a checar si de acá vienen. No, está todo tranquilo. Vamos a ver si aquí de la tienda. Aquí dentro de la tienda. Parece que aquí no es. Se vieron acá. Vengan, vamos a ver. No, aquí no son. Vengan.
I hate it when they dart through as well.
Vámonos por acá. No sé qué está pasando. Mejor vamos. No es. Se vieron acá. Vengan, vamos a ver. No, aquí no son. Vénganse, vámonos por acá.
Oh.
No sé qué está pasando. Mejor vámonos, vengan, vengan. Me siento nervioso, vámonos. Ese ruido es del techo. No sé qué esté pasando, pero sí me
Saw a peek around the corner.
siento nervioso. Vamos a ver. Méndez, se abrió la puerta. Se abrió la puerta como...
Oh God, yeah, I've seen this. Not these clips, but I've seen videos from another channel from these people. They own a shop with a house that's attached to it, and they go in the shop and you see it peeking over the thing. Yeah, it's
Última vez,
freaky.
déjenme calmo, déjenme calmo, déjenme calmo. Déjenme calmo. No hay nada, no hay nada, no hay nada, no hay nada. Se abrió la de abajo, se abrió la de abajo. Vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Uy, otra vez. Es en esta zona. Yo no sé qué está pasando. Uy, los perros. Uy. Uy, los perros.
La Llorona.
Y acá, pues, el otro pedacito de la cortina. Clarito quise ver que algo que pasó.
¿Dónde?
Ahí en el cuarto de los niños.
No se ve nadie. ¿Dónde están las llaves?
Están colgadas acá en la entrada de la puerta. Sí, por favor, córrele, córrele, hijo. Córrele, 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 se volvió a asomar. Se volvió a asomar, hijo, córrele, por favor. Ay, no manches.
I don't think these folks are dealing with one jinn.
Seems like different. Yeah, because that's a child size, isn't it?
They are dealing with a family of them. If they turn out to be jinns, of course. They could be a family named Jin, living rent-free in the house because they are serving Frank and his family to make interesting TikTok videos. I mean, they could be a family of real jinns giving the Frank family nightmares.
But I'm not saying they don't extend their borders, as it were, or and all that jazz. Because according to religion, obviously, jinn are just creatures that exist everywhere. But I thought jinn was more Middle East than sort of Mexico, or whatever. But well, I presume it's Mexico because they're speaking Mexican, but or Spanish, or whatever.
Here is John, the man who has a dog and lives in a haunted house. That's the lamest story that I can come up with, but what do I have to do when a simple man is living a simple life and decides to give himself an extra meaning? But it doesn't turn out too well. Jonathan installed some security cameras in his house to see what happens when he is not around. Does his dog bring in some bitches when he is not around? And I'm not insulting anyone when I say the B word. Because remember, kids, this word was originally used for female dogs, not just your typical everyday girlfriend. Now let's go back to John and his concerns about his very precious, ultra-deluxe mansion. So...
Well, to be fair, it's spelled different. Because the slang is B-I-C-H. And bitches and dog is B-I-T-C-H.
In the first video, we can see John's dog eating his food regularly. And if you wonder how I can see him while sitting at home, it's because we have a great invention called the internet.
Excuse me?
So John was eating his food. I mean, John's dog was eating his food, some crunchy snacks, my favorite, when he saw something very terrifying, which made him take a step back and act awkwardly. What did he see? I have no idea. I just feel like it was terrifying because why else would he be scared? In other videos, John's doors can be seen opening on their own, which explains the title of this video. Also, when John stepped down to investigate and see what these invisible fellas wanted from him, they asked for money. Did they really? No, unfortunately. But they did give him a response. In fact, they threw his ghost detecting ball down the stairs. And last but not least, it turned out that John has a shadow figure pit in his basement.
What's happening,
Just come back from the shops.
Oh, the door's open. What? Back door is open. Maybe that's why I cooled down.
Seeing things. Oh, hi. Who's there?
So I'm going to try and put some... Pretty strange there, because I don't remember pushing my table back. Oh, I might have done today. Hello, Lorna. Oh, mind you, I could have been sitting like this, to be fair, so... That's better.
Can you push that ball down the stairs?
Finally caught our shadow figure in the basement.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Hello, is anyone there?
A voice to sound like, I'm here.
Hello?
I don't want to say this, but I feel like I have to, as if I'm about to say something that will change the economy. I'm not really sure if the video with the ball falling was in his house or if he was investigating a different...
That's what I like about spicy horror, is the narration. Sounds like something from Dragnet, like, it was 10:15, Chicago, and I was on a... You know what I mean? It's brilliant.
place.
Oh, yes. I see it go walk past.
Before you start complaining and screaming at your screen, I want you to calm down. I don't mean that I pity you. I pity you. This title isn't about you. It's about me. I mean, it's about our guy in the next video. As if you give so much shit about a YouTube video to shout at it. Anyways, why do I pity this man? Well, here is the story, son. As I was trying to pay the cashier, I tried to take out my wallet, but it turned out I forgot it at home. And I was so hungry at that moment that I ended up shooting the man. So you're telling us you forgot your wallet, but you didn't forget your gun. How did that work out for you? Not very well. Now, into our main story. This man is investigating an abandoned church, trying his hardest to squeeze out some paranormal activity from it, but he squeezed so hard he almost peed himself. At first, he hears some noises that weren't very clear, but I can tell that there was something. Unfortunately, George was wearing some boots that were making squeaky noises. It's like he watched the old SpongeBob episode when he wore some boots that ended up driving Mr. Krabs into insanity. SpongeBob. Sorry, I mean George keeps going with his investigation, hunting for some more, and he gets what he asks for. An orb sticks in front of his camera, which drives George nuts. The man starts hallucinating. He goes insane as if he has never seen anything like it before. He starts asking so many questions, begging for some communication, and when this orb starts to hint at fading away, George completely loses his mind. He starts begging for it to stay, and if I didn't know better, I'd say he was kneeling at some point behind the camera. At the end, this love story takes its last breath, with a scream of a female. She must be the orb feeling harsh after finding George, but having to leave him.
Somebody there? Oh! I just heard a knock. Don't start this focus stuff now. I need you to work with me here.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot to say as well. I haven't really shared this on the video, but... But as you know, I like doing Star Trek stuff. And basically... I got two pistols. You know, there's Ruby's... Those rubies do like a imitation phaser. So, for example, I mean, this is the official one, Star Trek one, but I got the rubies one, and I thought I'd personalise it and make it. So I got that one there, black, red, and gold scheme. And obviously that's the official phaser. Yeah, Star Trek phaser. Oh, excuse me. Right. And so I got a rubies one, I painted it. The dials that didn't do anything was like broken on there, so I replaced it using tablets. That's a paracetamol thing. I need to give it another paint job, but yeah, only just one sound. But yeah, I basically painted that up gold and red scheme because I was trying to make it like a Picard era one because they brought it back in Picard. But I thought I'd personalise it so it's my own personal hand weapon, if it makes sense. Like, I got this one personalised, and I basically made that a redundant system. I was going to cover it up, like put some sort of filler down the side, so it looks more like a Romulan / Starfleet disruptor thing. But it's just too much hassle. And I wanted to add the thing onto that, but that looked tacky. So I just thought, you know, colour scheme it the same as the other one. So yeah, so I wanted to share that. Anyway, back to the video.
I'm gonna try to set my camera up facing down one of these hallways. There's noises everywhere now. And I'm scared to go up in there too far. I think Bob's on his way, so I think I'm just gonna hang out. Whew.
Thing is, it's an abandoned building, so I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't.
I can't tell if somebody's in here.
But don't forget, you got rats in those sort of buildings, especially in America. no judgment.
Sounded like it looked back there. Like something was walking down the hall, or... Come on, don't do this with... I don't know why it's doing this. Look at the orb. Oh my God. It's right there.
It's right there.
Right there. I've never seen that. Oh, I'm gonna panic, dude. It's right there. Stay there, please. Yeah, the camera's right there. It's looking at the camera, man. Oh God, please stay there. Please don't run off. Yeah, keep talking. Stay right there. Come on, just talk to me, okay?
Thing is, he's waiting for his mate. You would not catch me getting, so fair play, he's got balls of steel. I wouldn't go in the building by myself for that. Especially in case there's some, like, weirdo bastard in there. I mean, he might, like, knife you.
Hey, I see you, man. You're right there on the door. Oh, goodness. Hey, are you checking out my cameras and stuff? What kind of spirit are you? Guys, there is a spirit right in front of me. Is it trying to talk? I've never seen that.
I've never seen that.
Hey, can you speak to me? It's trying to manifest right in front of me.
Oh, shit. Here we
It's
go.
not leaving.
You activate
Guys,
fire.
is that a mouse talking? Are you talking? I'm not trying to scare you. It looks like a mouse.
It's fucking... His voice... He's put me on edge. He was like, oh, and he's excited, but Jesus.
Talking and it's not leaving. It's manifested. Oh my God, right in front of me. I see you. Are you trying to get energy? I don't know what you're trying to say or do. Please don't leave. Please. Can you come up closer to the camera? My phone, please stay. Please stay. Where are you going? It's gone. No, don't leave. Oh, it touched me. Oh, it just touched me. Where did you go? Please come back. Guys, in my entire life, I never thought I would see something try to manifest like that. Holy crap. For all the naysayers out there, explain that to me right there. Oh my God. Hello? Come on. Sorry, I hit stop.
Oh, look at that. Oh, my word.
Oh my God. Now the door's closing. Dude, it was right beside me when it yelled or laughed or cried or something.
See why I said I pity this dude? That's not how you treat orbs, buddy. Ask me, man. I was once in a relationship with an orb. Now, she wasn't exactly an orb, but she had the same exact behaviors. Both don't seem to be very visible and can easily go with the bare minimum of communication, if there is any. Do you remember a guy who has a tattoo room in his house? Which I thought it was a doctor's clinic. And why would you even remember what I think about a place? What a weirdo. Here is James, the man behind this tattoo shop. He is dealing with some poltergeist-level situations. As he would sit on his sofa chilling, when he starts chilling too much, he gets spicy. That was ridiculous. Regardless, he would be doing anything unimportant to us, and all of a sudden, he hears some noise coming from the clinic. I mean, from the tattoo room. Who could it be? I have no idea. That's why he's recording the video, to show us who's behind the door. I may start making videos whenever someone knocks at my door before I open it if it gets me some views. So James steps closer to find out who could be hiding in his house. The problem was that he was scared. I don't blame him, but what if that was a house invader? Anyways, as the door was shaking and so was James, he put his dirty hand on the handle and pulled it, only to find no one. How amusing.
That's what she said.
Aside from the door incidents, in a different footage, which comes from a security camera, a doll was sitting on the bed. Which bed? Your uncle's bed. The bed is where the patients are, where the customers lay down to get their tattoos done. The doll didn't do anything, but in the mirror, there was a reflection of some weird-looking shadow shape.
Full of gas today.
Que se está moviendo la perilla. Wow. No mames, no mames, no
No
mames.
mames. Oh.
chuchos. Ah, Dios mío. Voy a buscar las llaves. No mames, me la jalaron. ¿Qué hago?
Right, hopefully this messed up the recording. There's a slight freeze, it's probably because I've had it paused wrong. But unfortunately, I had to answer the call of nature. So when you reach your 40s, as some of you know, if you trumpet a lot, you think, oh, better go check, you know, well, I won't go to DLB, don't we?
Voy a entrar. Ay, güey. Mames. Voy a entrar. Aquí no hay nadie. Voy a poner la de esta para que vean que no hay nadie.
Oh, it's a joke, I thought. What the fuck's out of the wall?
No me había fijado yo en este.
That's odd, because it's got a shadow in the thing, we can't see it on the other side. It doesn't look very sanitary for a tattoo place, does it? Still recording it again.
No mames. No mames.
No mames.
No mames. No mames. Ya déjame en paz, ¿por qué no me dejas en paz? Déjame en paz.
What was he sat on there? Was there like a sofa nearby or something?
Los perros se fueron.
All these paintings and demonic drawings, along with the fact that it's a tattoo shop, and you would expect angels to land here to protect the place. Of course there will be demons, if there was something to begin with. In my entire life, I have not seen anything as full of crap as I saw in the next video. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating, and I have seen worse things. But in my top 10 list, this video can make it. Maybe it can. But it's definitely compressed with nonsense. Not that it's irrelevant. It's actually full of scary activity, if you're 9 years old. First of all, we are really not sure where this place is. It's either a hospital or a hotel. So let's start. Let's talk about Rex and his investigation. So are we going to talk about someone's pit? I know that Rex is a very well-known name among dogs, but our guy is called Rex. Not exactly. It's RX, but I find it better to call him Rex. The investigation starts, and so does the activity. As he presses record, the camera starts recording. How surprising. Something in the room right beside him was standing and staring at him from the window. He tries to close in on her as fast as the video editor could with his cut. I mean, as fast as Rex could, and he finds nothing. Amazing. Later, he enters a different room after hearing some banging noises, only to be welcomed by something that looks like a skull rising from the wall on the bed. It was like the Undertaker entering from the middle of the ring in a Hell in a Cell match.
Nice.
As he continues his perilous journey into the unknown. Who knows what his friend on the walkie-talkie had for him? Rex was looking around when he found some legs hanging from inside one of the rooms, right in front of the entrance. These legs looked cold. It looked exactly like my legs in cold weather after I forgot to move them for a long time while sitting at my computer. The figure's apparition continues. As he goes from one place to another, he keeps finding figures. From a figure walking in the distance to someone dancing, to even a black figure disappearing. This man knows what grabs the viewer's attention and makes him come.
Allahu Akbar, Ya Allah, Astaghfirullahalazim, Ya Allah.
Walking in the distance to someone dancing, to even a black figure disappearing. This man knows what grabs the viewer's attention and makes him come.
Allahu Akbar, Ya
I've got a dirty mind. I'm hearing that wrong.
Allah, Astaghfirullahalazim, Ya
Bismillah.
Allah. Astaghfirullahalazim, Ya Allah, Astaghfirullahalazim, Ya Allah. Apaan itu guys? Apaan itu guys? Pak Cuk, canggung ini mati nom aku Pak Cuk.
Come in.
Lagi nak singap. Ya Allah. Halo? Ada yang main di situ ya? Loh. Mutiara. Kose, sabar. Permisi. Ada yang main di sini? Jancok, punya malah kumat matamu.
Come on.
Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah. Aduh.
Can I just say though, what annoys me, because I found in the last clip, is in this narration it tells you what's happening. I hate it when people say what's happening. I want to see it. Yeah, otherwise.
Suara dari sini teman-teman. Suara dari sini guys. Wah. Allahu Akbar, ya ampun ya Allah, ya Allah, ya Allah, ya Allah. Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah, astagfirullahalazim, ya Allah. Astagfirullahalazim, bismillahirrahmanirrahim, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wis apa ta jane iki? Ya Allah, aja ngono, aja ngono. Sabar intine aja ngono.
Not being funny, I know it's not. I know a lot of the religious stuff and all that, you know, whatever. And, I know it's cliche. It's cliche Hollywood, I know, but it's like you'd think shouting out holy scripture is gonna just aggravate it.
Ya Allah, ya Allah. Ora mlayu. Kok sik alon-alon.
Oh, look at that.
Alon-alon. Ndak wedi ora to, guys. Matamu iki tamne lho iki. Loh,
Yo.
Sik, tiba-tiba kok ngeblur banget ya.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying it, but it's got to be fake, surely. He's like, yo, no, fuck that, and then he goes back in. It's like, if this shit was real, being braver and all that aside, you'd shit yourself. You know, if this stuff was legit and you saw a shadow bastard or a demon bastard, even though demons don't exist, you know, some skull thing go, Rah! Or Gollum, you know what I mean? It's like, you'd be out there, wouldn't you? You wouldn't go back in, you'd be like, I'm fucking out of it, man. I'm getting out of it, man. You know what I mean? So,
Sit. Astagfirullahalazim, ya Allah, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. Astagfirullahalazim, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Astagfirullahalazim, ya Allah, astagfirullahalazim, ya Allah, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. Aku ndak wedi belas patakmu. Saya tantang buat tunjuk.
I don't know if he saw it, but I saw it on the top there. One of those gaps. It looked like someone stood up there. See, you're just pissing off, mate. At least it's tidied up the bed. See, I'm sorry, if this was legit, I'm not saying it isn't. You know, it could be that he's got balls of steel and he's got... I mean, if you have got... I suppose if you've got... Well, even in his Exorcist films we watch, you know what I mean? It's like, if you've got absolute faith in God, you'd stay in there until the demon bites your face off, wouldn't you? So, it could be that. But, you know what I mean? If you'd think that, if he was that generally scared, you'd be out there like a shot, wouldn't you? You'd be like, you wouldn't go back in and...
Ya Allah, apa cok matamu? Kosek guys.
Or maybe it's following him. I don't know. It could be following him.
Gordon ini kayak bergerak nggak senyap. Astagfirullahalazim ya Allah, astagfirullahalazim ya Allah, astagfirullahalazim, astagfirullah.
Hey, it's closing the curtains. It's night time.
Astagfirullahalazim ya Allah, astagfirullahalazim ya Allah, astagfirullahalazim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, 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 Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
See what I mean? There is a program. There are, phone-ins, religious programs where people phone in and stuff like that, and it turns out that it's someone from the station who's phoned in pretending to be a demon. The thing is, a lot of these things, and especially in the Middle East, it's like, it's not impossible to hide. If you've got like a hijab or something like that, it's like you could get your girlfriend to do it, or just anyone. Bear in mind that they have access. You could just, even if you're not from a country that wears hijab, not hijabs. Is it hijabs? No, burqas, that's it, sorry. All we have to do is get someone to wear a burqa, because a lot of these jinns look like black-robed figures going... That could be their best mate doing it. I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't, but I mean... Because it's the sort of thing they used to do as a shadow puppet, isn't it? You used to wear black clothing so you don't stand out, so they just see the... You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, Pet. You dress in black gloves, robe, you know.
Jose, aku cenderung redek matamu di belakang sini. Oh, lihat lah. Gue apa tancok? Anjing gue apa Jen? Pak. Pak Cuk, gue apa Pak Cuk?
It's the Jawa from Star Wars. It's the Jawa.
Iki teres katayu kok. Apa piye gitu? Pak.
Iku kang pambelgan. Iki kok malah maju.
What the fuck was that?
Perlu kam Mas.
Is he on a radio to someone?
Hey, siapa itu? Hancur.
Oh, he's Rambo, isn't it?
Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah. Hancur ada yang putih.
This is the angle he's getting in it. Oh, that's right. Get back in the building. He's Rambo, isn't it?
Pak. Assalamualaikum.
The thing is, they do say though, figures of humans, we have a curiosity, don't we? Even in like terror, sometimes the unknown fascinates us and also scares us at the same time. Sometimes we would, some situations go charging in, you know what I mean, if that makes sense. You know what I mean, we would go and look, or, especially also if you try and catch it with investigation, I suppose. You go, oh shit, but I want to prove this shit, don't I? So, you're stuck in that conundrum, aren't you?
Lingsir wangi, gila bener-bener wangi banget yang saya cium di sini. Assalamualaikum. Siapa di sini? Astagfirullahalazim ya Allah.
Oh, no one there. There's a shadow, bastard.
Harus fokus.
This
Guys,
is good. This
benar-benar
is
fokus
good.
di sininya. Hello?
Imagine that going during the night. You'd take out a flamethrower and shut the fuck up, try to sleep. Yeah, cicadas, what we call them. But yeah, this is good. This is good so far, isn't it?
Permisi. Astagfirullahalazim ya Allah.
What the fuck is that? Oh, God. Oh, he's rambling it. It's gone. Oh, look at that. It's really gone
Saya
out.
tadi lihat Astagfirullahalazim. Anjing. Kalian lihat gak niat barusan, guys?
Some nice furniture in as well. I'm not saying you shouldn't. You know.
Hey.
Oh, I see you. Is that a spirit box that's making that noise, or is it radio, walkie-talkie?
Siapa itu, kan?
Don't walk slow. You might as well ramble it, mate. Get him done with it. Because if you walk slow to him, like do a jump scare, you're like, what?
Guys, ada yang lihat gak guys?
Bit of a wasted. It's a shame there's so many wasted buildings and derelict buildings that could be redone up and used for homeless people or just businesses. You know, because that could be used for a hotel or something.
Ada yang lihat gak guys? Ada yang lihat teman-teman? Di ujung lorong sana kayak seperti ada yang memang berdiri. Kayak ada yang berdiri nggak sih guys? Hah?
Floating out there, flying on top. Ooh! Oh look! I've paused it right there. Can you see it? It looks like someone's wearing white clothes and legs and they're swaying like that. Oh God, look at that! I've got a turkey.
Anjing, kayak nggak ada kepala gitu ya. Jancuk, wih.
He's walking funny.
Rendang.
Oh, he's gone. Motherfucker, as Casper say, motherfucker, he's gone. Oh, let's move that. Oh.
I don't want to say these were shadow figures, because by saying that, I'm 100% hurting the reputation of the jinn and distorting the image of what a shadow stands for, along with making a joke of myself. I don't want to say these were shadow figures, because by saying that, I'm 100% hurting the reputation.
So I didn't see that. Fucking hell. I saw just what I thought was curtains. I didn't realise his feet. Look at the state of that, man.
Of the jinn and distorting the image of what a shadow stands for, along with making a joke of myself by calling them jinn. And I don't want to make a joke of myself in this. I have already done that multiple times before, but when I did, it was worth it. But you know what else is worth it? Subscribing and watching the next video on your screen.
Oh then, that was good, wasn't it? I'm not sure, I wouldn't say necessarily genuine, but yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Anyway, so let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you get chicken? What bits, Would you Rambo'd it? Would you gone, fuck this, I'm getting the fuck out of it? Or what? Let me know in the comments below. So yeah, thanks again for spending the time, or sorry, taking the time to watching this with me. Very much appreciated. And so yeah, if you like this video, hit the like. If you're new to the channel, then please subscribe, because it'd be great to have you here. And also, don't forget to share with your friends, family, and anyone who you want to, I don't know, show freaky deaky stuff to, and all that sort of stuff you're doing. You know me. You know, share love. And I shall see you all in the next video. Take care. Cheerio. Sleep tight.